TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And that lands in the end zone, so the opening drive will begin at the 25. Well, it's time to turn the page to a new era in Indianapolis as the Colts are led out for the first time by their new quarterback, the veteran Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers exchanging one shade of blue for another. How about 16 seasons with the Chargers? Totally identified with that franchise. Now we get to find out just how much life is left in that 38-year-old arm. And with the Colts, I think they'll have a great chance to establish a running game and throw the ball downfield.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle made by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A first carry now for Thompson, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Westbrook. That's good.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hand off to Thompson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To Thompson on the screen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out, and the Jags have taken the early lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
15.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, Rivers. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Rivers on first down. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First catch for the man who led the Jags in catches a year ago, and it's a Jacksonville first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Again, the ball carrier.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
That's good. We're on Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They give it here to Thompson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st and 10.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 9, 2nd and 5. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. From the gun, Minshew to throw. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead.
Jaguars 10, Colts 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Timmy Jernigan. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rivers on the money, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Rivers now from the 50. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Timmy Jernigan, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Westbrook now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. On second down at 4, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Thompson, and he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 5 now. Minshew. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
13. Colts 7.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start by handing this off to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers, a good throw here, finding Pascal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Rivers, that's complete right around the 8. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run it with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle.
A 19-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go with Thompson again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
5-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. Rivers. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. In the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
At the 24-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Minshew.
9-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
First
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, Thompson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
on the carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
16.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Campbell making the catch. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack.
Marlon Mack.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And
just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First down, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
Colts 13.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Here again comes Gardner Minshew. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run it here with Thompson. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Got his man, it's Eifert.
Complete to
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Rivers now, the throw on 1st down. He's got Jack Doyle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
At the 37-yard line.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. This is Thompson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Thompson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what do you get symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A second down throw for Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
First down.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Thompson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
3rd down, it's Armstead. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Minshew on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football,
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much.